Hello and welcome to another very interesting episode of By The Way. Prime Minister Narendra Modi very famously said yesterday, Mercedes and milk cannot have the same tax rate. And yet again, he raked up memories of the very famous GST that got launched on the 1st of July 2017. You know, when India gained independence, that happened at midnight, and that was a historic moment for India. I think, Nina, you would agree that after that, one of the most historic announcements that happened in India was the launch of GST, and it has been 1 year. Nina, very honestly, tell me, how has this last 1 year been after GST was launched in India?
So the year has seen its ups and downs in terms of the GST.
Right.
It was a big announcement, more than 23 taxes.
Now that's a huge one.
That's a huge one, right? Were bought under one ambit.
Right.
However, there was a coordination that had to happen between the center and the states.
Right.
The rollout in that sense has happened. It was supposed to be full of hiccups, which did happen.
Right.
There were technical glitches, there were multiple forms.
Right.
But I think in a coordinated and a systematic manner, the government has slowly but surely gotten rid of whatever was hampering the registrations.
So all of that compliance issues that we had, I mean, getting it down to the last rung of Indian on the street, do you think all of that is now a past?
I think
Pretty much.
No, I think that is yet to roll out. However, I think Hathi is gone, the elephant is gone, and the tail is left.
But tell me something, Nina. There was a lot of talk. So there was one tax, one market, the distribution center. Everything was put together into one.
Right.
So of course, it was a huge thing that happened in India. We haven't seen anything like that happen before. My point is that one of the things that was really talked about when GST was launched was tax evasion.
Yes.
How has that really got implemented?
Yeah.
How is the scene today? Whatever they wanted to achieve, has it got achieved to an extent or not?
Right. See, indirect taxes, there were around 40 lakh registered users from 1947 to 2017.
Okay.
Sorry, there were 63 lakh registered users. And in the last 1 year, they have more than 40 lakh new registered users.
So that's a huge one.
So it's expanded. The tax base has expanded. However, there are multiple levels to the tax. Right? They may fall under the 0% tax. They may fall at 4%.
Right.
However, the credit does go to the government that they have expanded the tax base. So that's happened.
But tell me, Nina, also, what about inflation then? You know, there was this whole talk happened, and a lot of hue and cry was made especially by Congress when it was launched, that the fact that GST was, the tax rate was brought in closer to the inflation rate, everything was maneuvered. What do you have to say, and how do we stand today?
Yeah, the tax rate was closest to the product rate.
Right.
So if a product was at 18%, the tax would be between 16 to 20%.
Right.
That ensured that the price of the commodity or the good or service did not change too much.
Okay.
So the inflation remained, due to GST, the inflation rate did not rise too much.
Right. But there are issues.
There are other issues because of which, crude and rupee, and these are the issues
happening right now. But going forward, Nina, there is a lot of talk that is happening that there are these little small slabs and cesses that are being introduced. For example, automobile came in. There is this whole talk about cess on sugar. Do you think going forward, in order to meet the expanding database, the framework that we have, there are going to be all these small taxes coming in? Does it defeat the very definition of GST?
So yes, so there is a danger of other taxes or other cesses coming in.
Right.
The fact is that many things are yet not under GST. Most importantly, and the most talked about, is petroleum products.
Right, absolutely.
Right? They're still not under GST. So these are the things that the government has to and is dealing with. Not only has to, it is dealing with it. It will take time. It will not happen overnight, and hopefully, given the track record, the way the federal system has worked in favor of GST. Hopefully these will also get sorted out.
We cannot do away with the fact that India is a complex country. It is a huge country. There are a lot of dynamics. Politically, there are a lot of dynamics. If one government wants to do something, there will be another government. There is the central government, the state government, lots of multi-layered things that have to be taken into account. Is 1 year too less to see how GST is going to perform? Well, time will tell us. But as of now, GST has performed to an extent. What the future entails is something that we have to wait and watch. Keep watching us on NewsMobile, and we will bring you the latest news and the trending news from time to time. Thank you.
Thank you.